Actress Penny Marshall has died at the age of 75, reportedly to complications of diabetes. She was best known for her starring role in the sitcom Laverne and Shirley and for directing hit movies like Big and A League of Their Own. ET Live host Laverne Zima joins me now by phone. Laverne, what more do we know about her passing?
Right. So we have confirmed, Entertainment Tonight has confirmed that she did pass away from complications from diabetes. We got this info from Penny Marshall's rep, and that she was found at her home Monday in the Hollywood Hills. So we did know that years ago Penny had had a battle with lung cancer. Then she had talked about how it had actually metastasized to her brain. But in 2012, she said she was in remission. So that illness had been known, but what we are hearing from her rep is that it was complications from diabetes and that she did die at age 75, found Monday. So that's what we know right now. And, of course, celebrity reactions coming in already. Her dear friend Rosie O'Donnell, who she directed in A League of Their Own, said that she was heartbroken and just rest in peace. Albert Brooks, a fellow comedian and actor, saying rest in peace and that she was, just an insane talent, a big loss. And director Ava DuVernay tweeting thank you to her for being such a trailblazer, because while Penny Marshall was an actress and so well known for Laverne and Shirley, three-time Golden Globe nominee for that, she won twice. It ran from 76 to 83 and then in reruns for years. She was so well known for that. But as you mentioned, she went on from there to directing huge movies, producing. She was an executive producer on massive films. So her legacy really was one of a woman who touched every corner of Hollywood, TV, film, and both on the camera and on the, on screen and behind the camera.
Yeah, you talk about her directing abilities. Really, truly was a trailblazer. How big of a deal was it that she made those movies and was able to direct them from Big to A League of Their Own?
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at the timeline, so Laverne and Shirley ends in 1983. And at that point, yes, she's a Golden Globe winner, but she's, an actress on a hit TV show. That's a far cry from directing a big budget movie, that's going to hit theaters everywhere, especially at that time. And for a female to make that jump from TV to, she started directing, she did her first movie just a couple of years after that, and then Big in 1988 is when it came out, was huge. And of course, her brother, Gary Marshall, insanely well-known director himself, and he died in 2016. He was a few years older than her. He did kind of help her get her start, but Penny's work really spoke for itself. And with the movie Big, with Tom Hanks in that starring role and her behind the camera, that was the first time a female director ever put out a movie that hit $100 million at the box office. So a huge moment, a huge trailblazing moment, and from there directing basically a cast of women, Tom Hanks also in A League of Their Own, but a cast so predominantly of women and in a story about women for A League of Their Own. She really made conscious choices to give a spotlight onto women, and she was all about the work at the end of the day. And I think that's what helped make her such a trailblazer, is that she knew what comedy was, knew what great acting was, and she put the focus on the work. You saw her do select important projects like those movies, but she wasn't, directing a movie every year. She wasn't starring in stuff all the time. She made really conscious choices and created really iconic films.
Conscious choice to make a conscious decision to spotlight women. What could be better said? Our Laverne Zima coming to us from Entertainment Tonight. Laverne, thank you so much.